Hi, my name is Zimmerman. This video is going to be about Marfan syndrome. As you have seen on my website, Marfan syndrome is something that's affected me personally, and so I take this opportunity to show you about what it is exactly, a brief overview, and how it's affected me personally. Some of the people that I've been able to meet due to having this disorder, and how I plan to use this and finish my degree here at SAM and possibly pursue a degree in genetic counseling so that I can help people better understand about their genetic disorder and how it can affect them. And I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. It's important to know the signs of Marfan syndrome, such as a tall, thin build, long arms and legs and fingers, and toes and flexible joints. Antoine Marfan was the first to discover whom Marfan syndrome is named after. This is what you can do if you were diagnosed with Marfan syndrome, or if you know somebody or recognize the signs. Some of the parts of the body that are affected by Marfan syndrome are the eyesight, and the lungs, cardiovascular, and the skeleton. As I mentioned before, scoliosis is a condition that can occur in Marfan syndrome. Here's about the inheritance of Marfan syndrome and what that looks like. This picture's of a spontaneous pneumothorax, a collapsed lung. I've had 2 surgeries due to this happening to me when I was 17 and 13. This photo is of me when I was in the hospital for my 17th birthday. I just went through my 2nd lung surgery. It's been suspected that Abraham Lincoln had Marfan syndrome. Of course, there's no way to prove it, but he did have long arms and limbs and such. Jonathan Larson, the creator of the Broadway hit Rent, he died from an aortic dissection, a complication of Marfan syndrome. This is Isaiah Austin. He was supposed to get drafted in the NBA a couple of years ago. He found out he had Marfan syndrome upon routine screening for his NBA physical. Flo Hyman was an Olympic volleyball player. She died suddenly from an aortic dissection, thought to have been caused from Marfan syndrome. Lens dislocation can happen sometimes with people with Marfan syndrome. It's extremely important to get regular eye exams and check for any issues. This picture is before and after of an aortic aneurysm. Last November, 1 year ago, I had my aortic root replaced. They put this graft on there, as you can see. This is a basic test for Marfan syndrome. One of the signs and symptoms of the flexibility in your joints. This is another photo depicting of how they sewed the Dacron graft onto the aorta aneurysm that had been affected. As you can see here, this is me in Akeem Olajuwon on the court before a Rockets game that I was attending. I was given tickets due to my my condition. It was a life-changing experience that I've never forgotten. This was the first annual Walk for Victory in Houston last year. It was a fundraising event to raise awareness for Marfan syndrome. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend this event because I had just gotten out of the hospital from having heart surgery. This is a picture of my dad, my sister, and I. They're really a big support system for me. This was just a few days after I'd had my heart surgery last year. I looked a little grumpy in the photo. I really wasn't. It's just kind of hard to sit up. Owen Gray. I met his father and his family through a support group on Facebook. Owen went through the same surgery I did just a couple of months later. I was able to meet Owen and come in and help talk his family through and him as to what to expect and how things went. Really another life-changing experience, and part of the reason that I would like to go into genetic counseling. As I mentioned before, I hope to pursue a career as a genetic counselor. This is a photo of my daughter and I. She's quite a bit taller now. Thankfully, we've had her tested and she is not a Marfan carrier. This is my family and I. They're the reason that I'm here today, that I'm going back to school to finish my degree. For more information regarding Marfan syndrome, please visit www.marfan.org to learn more or donate. I hope you've enjoyed the video. This is just a brief explanation of what Marfan syndrome is, what I've gone through with it, and what I hope to do with my career going forward to possibly become a genetic counselor and assist people with genetic disorders to help them better understand. Again, thank you for watching the video and learning. I hope that you learned a little more about Marfan syndrome.